Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things I've learned as a photographer in 5 years that will help you in your business as a photographer if you're only starting out. And I bet this will also be of great value to you if you have been shooting for a while, but then you lack some understanding when it comes to business and photography. I believe this episode can change your business. Now, thing number one, I'm just going to go right into it so you get what is valuable to you. Thing number one, photography is a business. If you treat photography as something else, you're not going to make anything out of it. If you let's just say you treat it as a hobby. Many photographers come to this realization late. By the time they realize this, they are almost out of business even before they start. This took time with me. I took too much time to even transition from hobby to business. I struggle with this sometimes, even to this day, with some people who do not want to pay what I charge. So what do? I take them out of my list of clients, and then find new prospects who are willing to pay what I'm worth. People who love my work enough to value it. People who desire me to shoot their work. It could be events, it could be commissioned photographs, whatever it is. I am in this now as a business. I am a business and I'm going to treat this as a business. So I'm looking for prospects, I'm looking for clients, people who are willing to pay what I want for the value they are going to get back. Now, thing number two is that you don't need 3 camera bodies and 20 lenses. I'm sure you get the point. You don't need every lens on the surface of the earth to make an amazing photograph. The photographer makes the photo, not the other way around. There comes a point in the life of the photographer where he needs the expensive equipment. But this is something I always say to photographers who are struggling in business. How many jobs or hours will you have to cover to recover the money you just spent on that fancy equipment? One time on my way to rent a camera, I had no camera to work with at the time. So on my way to rent a camera, I met this photographer who I recognized. So I reached out to him. Hey, what's up? Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Then he told me he wanted to rent out his camera. I'm like, okay, you're not a person who rents out the thing you use, Why do you want to rent your camera? So after talking about, I think, 15 minutes, I realized that he spent all his savings to purchase the Canon EOS R. It's a great camera, but did he have to spend that much to create quality images? I was on my way to rent a crop sensor for a little gig, and then I got the EOS R from him. Before you purchase any equipment, before you break your bank, please make sure you really need this. You need this absolutely, because there are many DSLRs out there that can produce quality images. Most of you listening to this now do not need mirrorless cameras. You don't need them. All right. Now, thing number 3, crop sensors produce quality images as well. Yes, if you can afford a bigger frame, do go for it. Watch your niche. This is important. Do you really need an expensive frame? If not, why break the bank to get it? I know a photographer who used the Nikon? Yes, the Nikon D3300 for 3+ years, and everyone thought he owned a D750. People were surprised when they met him and he was holding this little camera. What matters is what you create and how you create it. People on the internet, your audience, they do not care about the camera you're using. All they need is that you are able to deliver. There are good enough cameras out there that will allow you to make expensive, quote unquote, expensive and classy images. You just need time and creativity to make images. Now, when it comes to creativity, I have written a book for photographers, and this is on Amazon. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. This is on Amazon. This book is going to help photographers who are struggling with creativity, photographers who are struggling to stay creative. If you have the time, please do check it out. Thing number 4, learn to say no. You don't have to take all of the jobs because you have a fear that you are not going to gain enough. I mean, in terms of money, let some jobs slide if they are not worth your time and investment. Saying no, all right? Saying no also means that you are saying yes to something else. I don't know if you get it. Saying no also means you have enough time to invest in something that will bring you value. Saying yes to a bad job is saying no to a good job at the same time. You can't have it all at once. Choose your clients carefully. Thing number 5, the last on my list, charge your worth. Charge your worth. I know many photographers have heard this over and over again, but then they cannot charge their worth. It's almost like they have this fear. They are afraid to charge their worth. They are afraid to raise their prices. Because what I have realized amongst many African photographers is that they do have the skill. They always upgraded their skills. But then when it comes to raising their prices, they are afraid. So they keep producing quality work. And then what happens is that they earn less and less and less. And this is not acceptable. It is not. If you want to make money from your craft, then you need to price based on the value you are giving whoever is hiring you. That's how it works. So this is what I'm trying to say. Don't take the gig because you are hungry. Take the gig because you can deliver big time. And if you are delivering big time, you need to make big time money. And because you can bring value, all right, you charge your value. You charge what your value is worth. Think of it like this, because it is true. So think of it like this. Clients or whoever, they are paying you because you are helping them. Are you getting the point here? They need the photos. They need the photos. You'll be shocked. They need the photos. They reached out to you because they need someone to cover their events, graduation, whatever it is. That is the main reason why they reached out to you. So they need you. All right. So by creating or posting happy memories, things they would like to look back on and smile, you are creating an ad or promotion for a business with your photography, and this will increase the value of their business. Photography has a way to record history and bring profit at the same time. And as a photographer, you need to use this to your advantage. You shouldn't be investing in your business and be running at a loss. It is not acceptable. It isn't. All right. Thank you for checking out this episode. If this brought you value, please be sure to subscribe, and then I'm going to see you in the next episode.